Hi, how y'all doing? Oh, that helps. Good evening. How y'all doing? This is Newa here. I hope people are following what's happening on the Take It Back UK as well. We're still working very much on the same agenda. There's some sort of technical network, so I couldn't really join them. But I got to say a few things. Hi, Deborah. How you doing? I couldn't really join them. There's some sort of technical issues. The laptop wouldn't let me connect, so I couldn't really join them. So and they are in Manchester on the ground. So continue. The reason I'm joining you now really is to just talk about basically a number of things. You've seen this issue about Buhari. I don't know if you saw Nabakari and Lawan Daura. You know, all this issue going on, and then also they pulled the teeth off the man. There was a man that they pulled the hello Faith, how you doing? They pulled the literally took, beg your pardon, they literally, and I mean, you know, no joke, they pulled his teeth out. I'm gonna try and show you the video because it is shocking. It is shocking. They didn't do it live, but you can see the gap in this tooth from where they pulled it out. Now, I just want to speak to that. As we speak, when I get a video out, I'm going to read to you a section on it. And by the way, I've clicked the link for this Eventbrite that we're doing, which I'll put it on here. And the reason being, you know, it's all about the 9th of November in Manchester. And what I'd like to do is to, just like Take It Back UK are doing, I'm doing the same on this side. We are all about promoting that event to make sure that we have a sellout on the day. And we've had a number of people buy their tickets by hand, and that's doing really well. And what we want to do is continue to encourage people to buy those tickets. And like we said, on that same 9th of November, Sowore is going to be at a radio station called Africana radio station at 7 o'clock. Good afternoon, Franklin. So he will be there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Africana radio station, where he will be interviewed, and that's prior to the fundraiser in the evening. In the evening at the Almeida Banquet Hall in M88EU. in Manchester. He will be there live from 6 o'clock till 11. So I would like you all to be there for that. Reasons, a couple of things I want to talk about. The reasons why you should be supporting this event. All of us, we're all tired of failed governance, of repeated letdowns by these people whom they make all the promises to us about they will fix something, they will do this, they will do that, and nothing actually gets done. You know, nothing. It actually doesn't get done. You end up in a situation where you have things, you know, they're making us empty promises. They're telling us to pray. They're telling us to do different things, and it's all about distraction techniques. And Nigerians, our mumu don't do it. Enough is really enough. We need to really take the bull by the horns, as they say, for want of a better word. You know, our mumu don't do. We need to take back our country. We have to take it back. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. We need action. The operative word is action. And I'm going to try and just see if I can highlight that to you this evening, because it is so important. Now, I'm going to play you a video. So, here we go.
My name is Mohammed Ahmad.
So,
I joined the DSS of 23rd.
I don't know if you can hear.
I've risen to assistant director.
Assistant director.
So,
I commenced my...
I want you to just hear that for a few minutes.
By the year 2001. And the last place I worked before was this place was...
Good afternoon, my brother Kolawole. Yes, AAC, take it back. So...
While I was away on official assignment in Abuja.
Before they transfer you to Oyo State, where you been done where you been done work for our offices?
Okay, I worked in Ekiti. I worked the governor of Ekiti as the chief detail.
Now this is a high-ranking officer in the police.
He was the acting governor then.
So he's talking about his experiences.
Senator Omako as his CSO, and I worked with the Minister of
Good evening, Sally Wisa. Good evening to you, my brother. Basically, I'm just talking. This is video. You'll have seen Abba Kyari, Lara and Dara were involved in this case. And you can see it's on Berekete.
An incident happened in my last command in Ibadan. I was away on an official assignment to Abuja. I was sent to bring some suspects to Abuja.
For that, your state command where you did for Ibadan. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
What can be your position there?
I was the principal staff officer investigation.
Principal
Staff officer investigation.
PSO investigation. So you did there as the PSO investigation.
Yes, sir.
Now another work come. Where they just make you come Abuja.
Yes, sir.
If you remember the date where they
So
said
you can see the deep level of corruption.
It was around, I can't remember precisely, but it was around March 2016.
So they said make you come Abuja, come do one assignment.
So I was sent to Abuja to an assignment.
Okay.
And I came with my boys to Abuja. So while in Abuja...
So not be only you even come Abuja.
No.
You carry how many boys?
I came with 4 boys.
4 boys?
Yes.
Under you?
Under me.
When I come for the operation?
I came for operation.
Continue.
This is about the officer that was attacked.
Documented my...
Exactly, Sally Wisa. It's really sad story. We have no government.
Mohammed from
Oyo
Command.
Yeah.
I've arrived Abuja on this assignment where they give me.
Yes.
And you write them down.
I write
You get record now.
It's on record because I was supposed to be paid some allowances. And those allowances are supposed to be paid into my account. So it was recorded there. Because they said they don't have money that day. That they will pay me later. So I should write my name on the record. So it's there on record.
Continue.
That I was in Abuja.
Are you following? Is everybody following?
Yeah.
Am I asking the right question? Now continue.
So while I was there, in the night, they called me and said that some suspects have escaped in my command.
In Abuja here?
No, in Ibadan. I was in Abuja. I was in my home in...
Now you there in charge of them for detention?
No,
So this is what Buhari's government is doing. And people will tell us, Sai Baba,
probably because those people are
it's
from
not madness. We need change. We need to kick out Buhari. We need to say no to Atiku.
operation.
AAC is the party.
The operation, now they in charge of anybody where they detain.
People that are on duty, people that are guarding people on duty.
Okay, and then you, as PSO investigation,
Yes, sir.
you don't conclude your investigation.
Yes.
You don't hand over.
Yes.
So you don't get business with those people
I have no
again.
business with them anymore. So I was called that there's an incident in my commando that I should be aware. In fact, I was called by one Mr. Oluwajayi, who is my...
Exactly, Bukun Agbola. They will say it's not integrity. The man is full of, it's deceitful. He hasn't got the wired papers.
to Ibadan.
I wanted to just show this, and I'll read about the constitution after as well.
We have already finished. I just stayed. It was because that day was on Sunday.
But the bottom line is say you don't finish the operation.
Yes, sir.
So they can't say make you rush come back.
Yes, sir. Because me, I thought probably because of what happened, they were going to set up a panel to investigate what happened. That was why he told me to rush down.
And you didn't say maybe they will put you as head of the panel to investigate the people you don't know say now the panel.
They was trying to set him up.
They were dragging me into...
It was a setup.
Continue.
This is what we and this we don't have a government in Nigeria. Nigerians, it's time to vote AAC and kick out APC and PDP.
Headed by my mom is Iroda Musa. So Mr. Iroda Musa now came with 3 other people. They started the investigation and they now came to a conclusion because fortunately some of the suspects that were in the cell, some were still remaining, not all of them that escaped.
Listen to this now. Listen well.
The statement of those people that escaped and all
Listen.
of them confirmed that it was the duty officer that came to open the cell.
The duty officer can't open the cell for them.
Listen really well. The duty officer came to open the cell.
So after opening the cell,
No, this kind of cell was sweet. Where you go come out for fresh air.
So they let out the prisoners.
Now in the afternoon,
And guess what they are?
from what they said, because me I was not in it, but they said it was in the night.
In the night,
In the night.
you open cell for people where they detention. They make them go collect breeze.
Exactly.
Arrangement to
It's arrangement, isn't it?
So the committee, because of that, the committee knew that the work was straightforward. That it was the people that were on duty that they straight away they just rounded up.
some of the people will no agree run.
Yes, sir.
Where as they open for them,
Yes,
they
sir.
no agree run. Even when those people run, them come back.
Yes, sir.
What are they suspect? expect to say these ones will come back. Now innocent people.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know whether I understand. Now, I just think because if people won't be said then they're guilty of why they put them there, they open breeze for them. When I see others, they escape. When I still go back. Which confidence be that? No, continue.
It's madness.
The committee finished their work and made their recommendations. So those people that were on duty were suspended from work. So by a month later, some people in the headquarters now
1 month later.
Yes, sir. Some people in the headquarters now said, how can this kind of thing happen? And somebody from the Northerners escaped and somebody from the North is in charge of investigation. He must have something to do with it. That was how they came.
Now you way from North. Now you carry key go open for them.
No, sir.
You there for Kogi, you there for Oyo State that day where the thing happened?
No, sir. In fact, even the person that opened admitted in writing that he was the one that opened the cell.
So what did come concern you for inside the matter?
Sir, it's pure hatred. I don't know up to this very moment. That is why I said I will have to come and tell you what my own side of the story.
So, as the committee write a report in that those people will get hand.
Yes, sir.
I even hear say after they don't do all these things finish.
Yes, sir.
As God will have it.
Yes, sir.
You know, saying God, the way God they doing things is miraculous.
Yes, sir.
Amongst
Hi,
the
Davidson.
people who escape,
Yeah.
they come
This is,
rearrest 3 people
we need to be
among them.
impeaching Buhari right now. He has got no WAEC papers.
Just like you said,
They are putting people in jail when they shouldn't be. They're letting the people that should be in jail.
And those people
This is bad
who
governance.
me down, tried to use them to implicate me. They couldn't walk.
Tell them, say, make them lie against you.
Yes, sir, to lie against me. They tried because the DSS will have records of everything in the command. So there was no way they could do it. So what they now later did was that under the former DG, Lawan Daura, he made an arrangement with the mayor Tiala.
See, did you hear? You heard that name, Lawan Daura.
He made an arrangement with the...
Those ones that were rearrested.
Yes.
And they released them and left again.
Former DG...
Lawan Daura.
Did you hear? Happy Sunday, Sister Stephanie. You see?
What of you? Why they know... As they did release now,
Yes, sir.
make them put you for your work back now.
They did not. No, I'm still going in my honorary presence. They released them and they kept detaining me for another 1 year. I was still in cell.
Oh, goodness. Can you see that?
So I spent 14 months in
And that's
detention.
a government. That's a government of Buhari. That's the government of Buhari. And somebody will come and tell us, Sai Baba, oh, Buhari is a man of integrity. He isn't. He isn't. Hi, Chuma, my brother. Man is not integrity. The man is... Buhari is a disaster for our nation. That's why we must kick out APC, kick out PDP.
Many people now make one man way do acting DGDS that way the arrest Lawal Daura, the former DG. Matthew Seifa. As soon as the man resumed, the man really they prepared to transform DSS, to bring DSS to its...
There are a few Nigerians that are good, but unfortunately, too many of the ones in power are bad. They are horrible, they are evil, and they are destructive. They are the problem of Nigeria. These looters in power, and we must kick them out. AAC is the party, Sowore is the man.
But that man, because of, say, it is straightforward.
They kicked him out.
The powers that be, that's what they pressurize till they remove this man. They say because na Christian, because he from Niger Delta, because na so they...
Are you all hearing? You're hearing. This is the government that is headed by Buhari. This is the government headed by Buhari.
Make them pay all the pending allowances. But what happened? They remove him.
You see, he was removed.
Continue.
Now, Madam President, while in detention, my family now decided...
This is the one they talk. If you now not see me tomorrow, they don't come.
Yeah, you see him. So even Berekete is worried. Even Berekete is worried for his life in Nigeria. So 1 second, please. I'm just going to put that back.
There we go. Some of una way they here, no be complainant.
See, Berekete is worried.
To come study what they do. We know. I know they fear to go sell. I know they fear to die.
Nigeria is finished under Buhari. We do not want Atiku. AAC is the party, Sowore is our man.
My family decided to take the matter to court. Before and the matter was taken before Justice Binta Yaku.
There's more. Please stay with me. There's more.
Got to court. Justice Binta Yaku asked the DSS that what did I do that they kept detaining me. They said I released suspect.
For more than a year.
More than for 14 months, sir.
See, and this is under Buhari's government, and everybody will come and say to us, Buhari is a man of integrity, is fighting corruption. He's not fighting corruption. He's not fighting corruption.
Okay, now bring the suspects
that were arrested. Let them come to court and say this is the man that released them. So they couldn't because they have already released them back.
You see?
So they started up to this very moment they refused going back to court. So Justice Binta Yaku now said that they must release me. And if they don't release me, all the cases that she's handling belonging to DSS, she will stop handling them. So
let me appreciate Justice Nyako.
Yes, well done, Justice Nyako.
They make her the CJN.
Yes, yes.
They don't make her the CJN. Promote her. Escalate her. Embarrass her with blessings. May her husband never suffer waste pain. May he never experience power failure on duty.
Chai berekete. See where you carry and go. I bet no, but seriously, let's go back to the thing.
So that was how I was released the honor.
I hear say when you did detention, make I take you back.
Listen to this bit now. Listen very clearly.
Then detain you with DSP Tijani Bulama and Bako Waziri Abakari. Those ones will come carry complaint come against the chief of staff.
Please just hang with me, stay with me.
Where they allege say he collect money for their hand in the name of contract and he no pay, he no fulfill the promise the way he promised them. I see I have to say they come meet you for sale.
You are very correct, Honorary President.
Tell us a little about what you know.
I was in cell one night when they brought Baku Waziri.
Right.
And
yes, he is. He must be, Stephanie. I'm afraid you're right.
They were tied. They just threw them into the cell. And, I asked them, because I saw that there, and I said, what is the problem? They said this Baku Kyari is a younger brother to the chief of staff.
Who tell you that one?
It was Baku that told me. Then I asked, what about this? They said he's a police officer, that this policeman was investigating a matter concerning what he gave to the chief.
It's very important, the next steps, next things. Here, listen, have a very good listen. Listen really well.
With some losses to come and pack him at home. So within those periods, they were there for close to a month. Every day they take them out and go and torture them and bring them.
Goodness. See, torture.
So I kept encouraging them.
I will talk about that when I finish this. They are talking about torture in our government in Nigeria. And yet, some will tell us Buhari is a man. Look at, see? Can you see? They used pliers to pull his teeth out. You see? You see?
They used what?
Pincher. There's what they call pincher.
They used pincher to remove his teeth. This is the government of Buhari. That's the government of Buhari.
They told me that
they used pincher.
Going back and forth. Then after a month or so, because I was the only one that in that cell that they even allow his family to come to see. In fact, it is this present DG, this Yusuf Bichi, they are students ground. How can you detain an officer and say his family will not see? Because my family.
May God bless the new DG.
But you see, I know he's saying bless the DG, but they should be doing their work without having to be relying to God, relying on God.
Yes, sir.
He said, why? How can you
This is
detain
madness.
an officer?
This is
You have not dismissed him.
this is
An
oh
officer,
man.
you dismiss him, you say make him family no concern.
Assistant director.
Assistant director. You see?
Now this new DG name na
Yusuf Magaji Bichi.
Yusuf Magaji Bichi.
Yes, sir.
May God promote him.
I'm sure.
May God elevate
Yeah.
him. May God protect him. May God guide him aright. May Allah subhanahu
Honestly,
wa ta'ala
they used pincher to pull his teeth out. I will go back on that in a minute. Let me just finish this.
the DSS and make every of their, what do they call the personnel happy. May his regime.
But they can't be happy unless we have infrastructure, we have safety, we have good roads, we have good water, we have good lights. Sorry, I'm sorry. Prayers is not the answer. I'm sorry, we need to wake up.
He came to see me. So as I went out, I saw the policemen that came to come and take Bulama. They came with one.
Yes, Bulama.
Yeah, they said they were sent by the police authority to come and take him back to the police. that same day, I heard the officers, because some of my younger officers that I've trained at work, they used to come and tell me that the chief of staff was in the office with law and order, that he has come to take Bako Waziri.
You see?
On bail. On bail, that he has come to take him.
Now, when their lawyer writes, say whether America apologize, I be make we meet for court. I tell my lawyer, say write them, tell them say make we meet for court. Because he get things where I no mention. He get things where I no allow Bako Waziri mention on air. Because it could cause crisis for the country.
You see,
but for court of law,
you see,
I go naked matter.
You see,
I go naked matter.
You see,
I go naked matter. So take the wear matter clothes again, you no go fit up.
You see,
continue.
So that is what happened. But so, Honorable President, I want to appeal for two things, Honorable President.
Yes.
One, I'm appealing for this government to set up a panel of inquiry.
You see, can you hear that now?
Look for those people that are released again, because while we investigated
the panel of inquiry,
it confirms to us that they are the ones in charge of, they are the ones that are perpetrating this religious crisis.
Did you hear?
Yes,
did you hear that? Did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear that? He said they are the ones perpetrating the ethno-religious crisis. So people in our government, you say there's a Boko Haram, there's Fulani herdsmen. There are people in our government perpetuating the Fulani herdsmen, the Boko Haram. They are in government. Buhari is aware of these people. And on another broadcast, somebody was saying a bit more information about that, but I'm not prepared to go into that myself because I can't verify it. But what I do know is on this video, the police officer was telling us that Buhari, Alawan Daura, all the kind of shenanigans they get into. They even let out prisoners to go out on the night at night and then come back in. What kind of governance are we having? What do we have in Nigeria? And I wanted to just touch on one more thing, because this is really, really essential that we understand. And I want people to understand that. Now, they used Pincher to pull his teeth out. By the way, incidentally, on the 9th of November, please, I want what I'm telling you now to spur you on. To want to attend the event in Manchester on the 9th of November. Let it spur you on. We need to take our country back. I'm putting the Eventbrite link on here. Please download, click it. If you're in Manchester area, if you're in that Midlands area, Manchester area, in and around that area, Liverpool area, come down on the 9th of November. Come down to and meet President to be come February 16, 2019. Come to meet him and ask him questions live. He will be there live, and there's a fundraiser on that day. So I'm urging you all, please. Yeah, exactly. It's like a movie. And this guy is an officer. He's demanding for an inquiry. And he said, you heard him. He said that the people who are doing the ethno-religious crisis, they are working for the government. The government are employing them to do this. So this is something that is used to divide and create crisis in Nigeria. In actual fact, I will go so far as to say that we should be impeaching Buhari now. We should be. So, like I said, 9th of November, between the hours of 6 and 11, President Omar Elesewere will be in Manchester. Please come down, join us. The tickets are doing really well. People are getting the tickets. We still want more. We want to sell out. We want that event to be sold out. So please, I'll put the link on there. Please share it, download it, tell your friends. If you might be watching from Nigeria or whatever, or anywhere around the world, download, share this message. Please share it. Let your friends get. If you have friends in Manchester, let them have this message with the link on it, and they can then get the tickets themselves directly and go down to Manchester. Now, what I want to do in between all of this, I want to do something else. Under Section 34, because the key thing, one of the things I also wanted to raise is this. Under Section 34 of the Nigerian Constitution, and I'm going to read it. And by the way, I'll see if I can pin the Constitution into this broadcast. I'll see if I can pin it. Under Section 34 of this Constitution, it states, Section 34(1)(a), every individual is entitled to respect for the dignity of his person, and accordingly, no person shall be subject to torture or to inhuman or degrading treatment. I'll read that again. Section 34. And you can see now, to torture somebody by government officials to hold somebody against their will and then torture them. You know, I mean, this is exactly, Ajibola, this is utter madness. I'll read that section 34 again so people understand. And this is why I talk about knowing that constitution. Now, if people know this, I'm urging Nigerians to know this, so that if you are arrested unlawfully by any officer, you tell them, you go and say, under section 34, every individual is entitled to respect for the dignity of his person, and accordingly, no person shall be subject to torture or to inhuman or degrading treatment. When you say that, any of the officers who are involved in that case, ill treatment of you, they are breaking the law. And by right, you can get their name, get the information about them when you come out and take them to court. And this constitution guarantees your right to that, to the backing by the constitution. And these are the things, this is why I talk about Nigerians knowing their right. Now that officer is now asking for an inquiry. I don't think even the officer knows about this constitution. I don't think he knows, because he didn't mention it. And this is why I talk about this. And this yet again, the corruption, the killings, all manner of ills going on in our governance is directed from right inside our governance. And that's why I say to you, when I say AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. Please, whilst you're doing this, I urge you, I'm going to post the link again. Please, I want you to tell your friends who are in and around the Manchester area to please download the link for this ticket. If they're in Manchester, we've got some friends in Bukumagbola, absolute action indeed. So tell them to download this link, because our president to be come February 16, 2019, President Omoyele Sowore, will be live and direct in Manchester at the Almeida Banqueting Hall, postcode M88EU. Stephanie Sinota, yes, I hope you can make it down to Manchester, Stephanie. And I've put the link there. If you're able to make it, that'd be great. And also tell a few more friends about it if you can. Action indeed, action launcher. So AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. Action. Yes, we need to wake up from the deadly slumber. So that is just one case. That's just one case I just picked up. I have a number of other things that I was looking at. The other thing I wanted to talk to Nigerians about is the issue of Abiola and Obasanjo. Obasanjo has still not explained to Nigerians where the 16 billion meant for electricity, where it's gone. Indeed, Ajibola, Obasanjo has not explained to Nigerians where that 16 billion has gone. He hasn't. And we need him to explain it to us. And the question we need to ask him is this. And I'm going to just read, again, I want to read that. I'm going to read to you section, section 14. I want to read section 14.2 to you guys. Under section 14.2, the Federal Republic of Nigeria shall be a state based on the principles of democracy and social justice. It is hereby accordingly declared that a sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government through this constitution derives all its powers and authority. Now, in view of that fact, and the fact is everybody knows that Obasanjo was our president for the second term, he needs to come and explain to Nigerians where the 16 billion pounds that was earmarked for electricity, where it's gone. Because we have not received the electricity and the money has gone. And he's still walking free. Now, again, I'm reading to you. Section 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom through this constitution derives all its powers and authority. So I'm telling you as a Nigerian now, you have the power to demand that Obasanjo come and explain to you where the 16 billion meant for electricity, where it went. He's very good at pointing out the hands and saying Atiku did this, Atiku can't go to the US, which is, by the way, the case. He can't go to the US because of the crimes that he's done. But at the same time, we need to look at the crimes of Obasanjo that is committed against Nigerians. These guys they've staunched our development in our nation. They have. This is the reason why you see me say, AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. Just now, just earlier on with the Take It Back UK group, I couldn't join them because of some technical network issue. We were talking about 13.5 million kids on the streets, not in school. And the figure is even worse because even the ones who are in school, what are they learning? They're learning nonsense. When somebody finishes a degree in Nigeria, it is so bad that when it comes to the West to try and study, they have to go back and do a year, maybe even spend the whole 3 years again to get proper qualification. Because the system of education we have in Nigeria has failed. That's the reason why we must, what? Take it back. Action. So I'm urging you, you're watching this, share it among your friends and family. Please. I probably won't stay too long, but those two things I wanted to talk tonight because I felt it was something that we need to know. We need to be aware that the people that we call who are in governance, they are crooks, they are killers, and they are looters. There we have. But Buhari has not got his WAEC results. The army is now saying to us, oh, we haven't got the records. So he now has to go and swear an affidavit in the courts so that he can be allowed to say, yes, that is read as true because the judge has allowed it. And then he will present that to INEC. And who is in INEC? The family of Buhari is in INEC. Amina Zakaria, is it the one in there as commissioner? Is it Amina Zakaria? Let me just check. I need to check the name. So, what I'm saying to you all, let me just see if I can get this right. I want to get that name right to make sure I'll get it. Yes. You see, Amina Bala Zakari. So she is connected to, she's one of the commissioners. So when now that affidavit, that is dodgy by the way, is now presented to INEC, what chances do you think that it will be accepted? There's a very strong likelihood because he's got family inside the INEC. That's nepotism. Nigerians, yet again, this is why we need to take our country back. We must what? Take it back. Take it back, action. AAC, take it back. Take it back, action. For those of you who are in diaspora, who are in the Manchester area, Northwest, Northeast, Midlands area, please, I put the link on here for the event, which is going to take place on the 9th of November in Manchester at the Almeida Banqueting Hall, M88EU. Please get your tickets from the hours of 6 to 11. Please download the tickets that I put on here. And if you are in Manchester, a few of my comrades are in Manchester. Click on that link. There's a number on there. If you want the number from me, I can give you those numbers and you can speak to them directly to get your tickets in hand as well. So there are two options. You can buy the ticket online. You can buy it direct and hand it to you. Somebody else bought that today. I'm going to show, I hope they don't mind this. I'm going to show them holding their ticket. I'm just going to show them holding their ticket just so that people understand that this is not hearsay. This is happening. People are taking action. They're taking positive, concrete action to be at the event. By us being at the event, we are making it possible for Sowore to be able to continue with this campaign in Nigeria. That's what we're doing. So I'm urging you all, please make sure that you support AAC, support President Omoyele Sowore come February 16, 2019 by downloading this link. Go on the Eventbrite, get your ticket. The tickets are going. Don't wait till about the day before to say I want to get it. It will be gone by then. It might be, it'll be gone because we are days into it now. So I'm urging you all, please make sure that you get your ticket in good enough time, and make sure that you do not leave it as to chance. You will get the chance to be able to meet our president to be Omoyele Sowore direct. Right, that's one customer there. You can see he's got his ticket in his hand, and that's the ticket right there. See, he's holding it. See there, that's the ticket right there. So you can get the ticket to hand from one of my comrades in Manchester now. The numbers for my comrades, Eunice, it is on me, Bishop, and myself. They are on ground right now. I'm not in that area at the minute, but I'm working with them, and we are having the meeting. We're having regular meetings about developments and how things are going, and so I'm able to give you regular updates. Now, what we're saying to you now, if you are in that Manchester area, be like this guy. Get your ticket early. Get it early. Get your ticket early. Be at the event. Make it a success. Every amount that we provide, and also there will be there's high chairs. There's 6 people who are going to sit with Sowore at the high table, and that's for a fee. If you are interested in doing that, get in touch with me directly here, or click on that link. Tell us, and we will tell you the fee for that, for 6 people sitting at the high table. And like I said, there's a radio station that will be Radio Africana will be hosting President Omoyele Sowore at 1 p.m. So you can listen in. We'll be doing a few other radio shows for promo before he comes, and I'll give you those details as and when we farm them up. But we are working hard in the background. Things are progressing, and I just thought I'd come up with this update for you all. I hope you found that beneficial. Once again, if you have friends in the Manchester area, what I'd like you all to do above all else is to make sure that they get this information. It reaches them, and they can take a direct action themselves to get the tickets. Like I said, we have ways of doing it. There are options of getting tickets. You can get it direct, handed to you by one of my comrades who's on the ground in Manchester right now, or you can go to this link and buy it. Click on it and get it. It's on Eventbrite. Either way. So that's what I want you all to do. So please keep that going. Keep that going. It's great. Yes, I can see the group is still doing Take It Back UK. We are all working together. Like I said, the network wasn't really holding together, so I had to get things done in a slightly different manner. But nonetheless, the things are happening. I will try, and next time, tomorrow, I should be joining them live. So we should be able to see us live as we are talking. So just to make it a bit more engaging in many respects. But nonetheless, that's where we are. Continue to watch the Take It Back UK, because I'll probably be going offline now. I just wanted to come back quickly and say this, and I wanted to talk about, yes, it will be streamed live in the UK. Yes, it will be streamed. Yes, it will be streamed live. Yes, it will be streamed live. Just like the May event was streamed live, where there's over 67,000 views of that event, and that was and it was the most attended of all the town halls. There was over 600,000 people at that event. At this event, we wanted to be another sellout. We're expecting about 400 people to come. In the London one, there's 600 people that came, and that was a sellout. Everything was sold. And this event it's a 400-seater, and we want it to be sold out with 6 people at the high table. Which, if you want to get involved in that, if you want to be at the high table, let us know. Indicate your interest, and then we'll make that happen for you. So yes, in short, that's what I wanted to talk about, and I hope you guys continue to listen in. You do tune in to Take It Back UK. I will try and check in with them and do some background work in the background as we normally do, because we're always keeping in touch and understanding how we can move this process forward and to make sure that this event is a success. This is about our nation. This is about, if you're in Nigeria and you want to see better Nigeria, and you're tired of no light, no water, no schools, no hospitals, no bridges, no sanitation, nothing works, but all you see is corruption. People with billions and billions of our money has been stolen. Hello, Olamide Ajayi Obe. Hello to you. Billions and billions of money have been, they take our money. Aac Action, definitely. Aac, take it back. Take it back, action. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am really, really grateful for you guys taking the time to join me. This is a bit of an impromptu. What I really wanted to do, the plan was to join the Take It Back UK group as well. However, it doesn't matter. The message is the same. We are trying to ensure that event on the 9th of November is a sellout, and people get their ticket and you know, make it a success. That's what we want to do. We want to make sure it's a success. And by the way, I've pinned the ticket, the Eventbrite link. I've pinned it on here now, so people can go on there even afterwards, and you will see the pinned link where you can click for the tickets and get it online here. Go to Eventbrite, or if you're on the ground in Manchester as we speak, I've got a number of colleagues, Eunice, Ilisomi, Bishop. They can give you the tickets direct. The numbers are on that link, and you can see it and call them direct. If you want, I can give you the numbers direct here as well. So there are many ways of doing this. We're trying to make this process as simple as possible for people to get those tickets. We want the event to be a sellout. There are days, it's about days to go now, and it's going to be a successful event. It's going to be great. We're going to raise a lot of funds that will enable AAC and our president, our convener, President Moele Sowore, to be able to continue campaigning. Because the events that happened in Nigeria today, where Lawan Daura were involved in effectively releasing people out of prisons that should be in jail. And one of the officers saying, look, these guys are the ones behind the ethno incidents, all this Fulani herdsman killing and everything else, tells us that we don't have a government. I'm here to tell you, as a Nigerian, we have a government in waiting. And that government in waiting is AAC. AAC, take it back. Take it back. I can't hear you. Action. Can I see somebody typing action on here, please? I want to see somebody typing action. Type action. Let's just see it. I want somebody to type action. AAC, take it back. Take it back. Action. That's it, first man. Thank you. I'm glad you did that. That's what we need to do. We need to urge each other. Action. Absolutely, first man. We must urge each other all the way. And we mustn't give up. We mustn't stay silent. We must keep talking. We must keep raising our voices. We must keep making sure that we connect with people. Thank you very much, Stephanie. Action. Absolutely. Action, Ajibola. Absolutely. Action. Action, Finessa Davido. Action. AAC, take it back. Take it back. Action. Olamide Ajayobe. Action. Thank you very much. Thank you for